तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा माई जय सुदर्शना जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा माई जय सुदर्शना जय राधा मदन आदा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 Hare Krishna. So, welcome back to class. We are on the 4th chapter, Transcendent Knowledge, and today's verses are 34 and 35. We read 34 verse. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshandi te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेशन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिना तत्त्वदर्शिना तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेशन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिना तत्त्वदर्शिनः. Hare Krishna. Yes, Vanamali can read.
Hare Krishna. तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेशन्ति ते ज्ञानं उपदिश्यन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनः तत्त्वदर्शिनः. हरे कृष्णा.
Hare Krishna. Right. Renuga Mataji, you are mute. You have to unmute.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina sattvadarshinam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right, Rekha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tatvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshayanti te jnanam jnanina sattvadarshinaha. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Jayaprada Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन तेवया उपदेशनित्ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिन सत्त्वदर्शिनः।
Jnanina Tattvadarshi. Yes. Right. Right, Signamaji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Right.
Prabhuji, who is tad
34.
तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेशन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Right. Okay. Rekha Mataji, you can read the translation.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Right. 35. Yajñātvā na punarmoham evam yasisi pandava yena bhūtāni asheshāni daksharyātmani yatho mayi. Yajñātvā na punarmoham evam yasisi pandava yena bhūtāni asheshāni daksharyātmani yatho mayi. Yajñātvā na punarmoham evam yasisi pandava yena bhutanyasheshani drakshasyatmanyatho mayi. Yes. Vanamali.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yajñātvā na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhūtānyasheshena dricchasyatmanyatho mayi.
Sheshani daksharyatmanyatho mayi.
Yena bhūtānyasheshani dricchasyatmanyatho mayi.
Right. Yes. Jayaprada Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Hare Krishna.
यज्ञात्वा न पुनर्मोहम् एवं यास्यसि पाण्डवा येन भूतान्येषाणि द्रक्ष्यस्यात्मन्यत
Atmanyatho mayi. If you want to split it, you can say Drakshasi Atmani Atho Mayi. Drakshasi Atmani
द्रक्ष्यसि आत्मनि
Atmani Atho Mayi.
अथो मयि।
Yes.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Yes, Rekha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Krishna.
Yajñātvana punarmoham evam yashyasi pandava yena bhūtānyasheshani drakshasya atmani ato mayi.
Drakshasya mayi.
Drakshasya atmani ato mayi.
Right. Hare Krishna. Renuka Mataji.
यज्ञात्वा न पुनर्मोहम् एवं यस्यासि पाण्डव यास्यसि पाण्डव येन भूतानि
Bhutanyasheshani
द्रक्ष्यस्य आत्मनि अतो मयि.
Right. Hare Krishna. Yes, Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jasgyantana punarmoham evam jasyasi pandava. Jena bhutani aseshani drakhyashyatmanatho mayi.
Atmanyatho mayi.
Drakhyasya atmanya atho mayi.
Yes. Right. Renuka Mataji. Read the translation.
And when you have thus learned the truth, you will know that all living beings are but part of me, and that they are in me and are mine. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chachurunmeridam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Nirupakada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagarajadam Sahagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vidam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagalpade Shah Goviga Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Tapta Ganjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhan Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Tadviri pranipatena paripashnena sevaya Upadeshyandite jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The realized, self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Yes. So Krishna has described the various types of various kinds of yajnas performed by various people who is interested in uplifting themselves, but who are having differing consciousnesses. All their consciousnesses are different. According to a difference in consciousnesses, their yajnas are also different. So as mentioned before, broadly, the yajnas are classified into two. Which are the broad classification of yajnas?
Prabhuji, Dravya Jagya and Jnana Jagya.
Yes, Dravya Yajna and Jnana Yajna. So Dravya Yajna means sacrificing your material possessions. Jnana Yajna means sacrificing everything for knowledge gathering knowledge, getting knowledge. So these are the two broad types of classifications of yajnas. And it is mentioned there also that everything is based on action only. Sarvam karma akhilam partha jnane parisamapyade. After the culminates, all actions, all bona fide yajnas based on these actions, after all culminates in knowledge. If this Dravimaya yajnas is not culminating knowledge, then that's a waste of time. That's why it is stated here, Krishna say that Shreyan Dravyamayo Yajnat Jnana Yajna Parandava. Better to focus on Jnana Yajna rather than Dravyamaya, because Dravyamaya, although it is approved process, if it is conducted without proper consciousness of sincerely helping the jivas so that they can get back to Krishna, that is not there, some other motive is there, then the Dravya will not get the desired results. All the yajnas based on Dravyas, material positions, will not get the desired result. Desired result is attaining jnana, knowledge. Attaining knowledge is a result, that we are looking for, isn't it? That is our goal. If that is not obtained, then what is the point in wasting your time and wasting your wealth and all? So it's always better to go for knowledge acquisition rather than sacrificing your material possessions. Of course, as earlier mentioned by Srila Prabhupada, the devotee sacrifices everything for sake of Krishna. Now, you have get knowledge is there, that is there. But now this knowledge can be broadly classified into three. Knowledge of absolute. What is the classification of absolute knowledge? What is the different levels of absolute knowledge? How absolute knowledge is, considered? I mean, what do the different levels of absolute knowledge? Or rather say absolute truth. We'll say, mention absolute truth. Absolute truth is understood in three ways, in three manners. We have so many discussions based on that. Absolute truth is based on three three understanding is same. Yes, Rajmaji? Yeah, Brahma.
Paramatma, Bhagavan.
Yes, Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan. These are the three different understanding, levels of absolute truth. This knowledge culminates in this, depending on your goal. So like Jnanis, they are interested in Brahman realization, Ashtanga yogis in Paramatma realization, and Bhaktas and Bhagavan. So here, knowledge means, Tad Vidhi means actually the knowledge of the absolute. So merely conducting yajnas or yajnas will not help us to attain this. Okay, you can understand, you can have an understanding or theoretical knowledge of yajna, but if you have to have practical knowledge, which is called vijnana. Jnana means theoretical knowledge. Vijnana means practical knowledge or realized knowledge. So if you want to raise yourself to practical knowledge or all the realized knowledge, you must have the support or guidance, proper guidance of a proper spiritual master. That is why in this which is mentioned, Tad Vidhi. Tat means that knowledge. If you want to attain that knowledge, the realized knowledge of whether Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagavan, of course, as far as devotees are concerned, Brahman and Bhagavan only, you have to approach a spiritual master. In Mundago Upanishad is mentioned same way, Tad Vijnanartham Gurum Eva Abhigacche. Tad, again, Tad means that knowledge. To acquire that knowledge, you have to approach a spiritual master. Tad Vijnanartham. For the sake of attaining this knowledge, Gurum, you have to approach a Guru. Gurum Eva Abhigacche. How you approach the spiritual master? In Mundago it's called said Samit Pani. Samit Pani. Samit Pani is carrying a bunch of firewood. This is symbolic. In the olden times, Gurukula, when the children or the brahmacharis or young children are first getting admitted to Gurukula, they carry a bunch of firewood and approach the spiritual master. If you have seen this Krishna serial, you will see that Krishna and Balarama going to Sandeepani's ashram. They are carrying a load of firewood. And this firewood, it is meant to be burned. What is the burning? Firewood is burned. Firewood stands for Ajnana. The Ajnana is being burnt, gets burned when you approach a spiritual master. So that is the purpose of approaching spiritual master. Destroy the Jnana and attain the knowledge. So, and what are the qualifications? Here it is mentioned as Pranipadena Paripashana. I will come to it later. And Mundago says Samit Pani and mentioned two qualifications of spiritual master: Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Shrotriyam. Shrotriyam. Shrotra means hearing. One, he should have, the spiritual master should have heard. He should be in the parampara. Parampara means he should have heard from his spiritual master, and that his spiritual master should have heard it from his spiritual master. Like that way, it goes to go up to Krishna. So when you trace back this Acharya line in the ascending order, then you will approach Krishna. From Krishna only it's originated. So Krishna is the original spiritual master. From Krishna, you get Brahma, that is Brahma Parambara, or Rudra Parambara, Kumara Parambara, and Sri Parambara. And from our Brahma Parambara, you get Narada, Vedavyasa, then Madhvacharya, and that parampara we come to our Srila Prabhupada. This is our parampara. So Shrotriyam. Shrotriyam means that spiritual master should come from a disciplic succession. He should have heard from his spiritual master. Means you cannot manufacture anything of your own. You cannot concoct anything. You have to take it as it is without any addition or deletion or subtraction or concoction or modification, as it is, and then pass it on as it is. So Shrotriyam. Then Brahmanishtam. Another word is Brahmanishtam. Then a qualification, Brahmanishtam. Brahmanishtam is fixed on Brahman. Now, Brahman is considered in three levels. Again, Brahman is accepted as Brahman, super soul, then Paramatma and Bhagavan. So, Brahmanishtam means one is firmly situated in Brahman without any deviation. I mean, firm. He has got a clear understanding of Brahman and will not deviate from his understanding. So this is a qualification of a spiritual master. Of course, there are other qualifications also, but basically two qualifications are more important. There is Shrotriyam and Brahmanishtam. And how you approach a spiritual master, here Samit Pani and Mundagonsha, here it is mentioned as Pranipadena Pariprashnena Sevaya. Pranipadena means you have to prostrate yourself in front of a spiritual master. Ashtanga Namaskara, you have to give Ashtanga Namaskara. Whenever you find a spiritual master, you have to bow down fully, especially Prabhus. Mataji's, of course, Mataji's need not do the Ashtanga Namaskara. Prabhu should do the Ashtanga Namaskara. Pranipadena, you have to say that you have to fall like a rod. And whenever you see spiritual, whether from small distance or long distance, whenever you see spiritual master, immediately you have to give your obeisances. So there is Pranipadena, then Pariprashnena. Pariprashnena means, of course, before that Sevaya. Sevaya means you have to render service to the spiritual master. You have to serve him like a menial servant. Brahmachari Gurugule Vasantando Guror Hidam. He lives with the spiritual master in the Gurugala, Gurugala, only for the comfort of Guru, for the sake of Guru. You have to understand the likes and dislikes of Guru and act accordingly. What is our Guru liking? What is he not liking? The disciple should study Guru from a very close distance, understanding perfectly, and then act according to that. So you can render two types of service to the spiritual master. One is Vapu Seva. Vapu means body. And then Vani. Vani Seva means hearing his instructions. So Vapu Seva means you can give him a nice seat, make him comfortable, wash his feet, and fan him nicely. Of course, in Guru Puja, we do Arati also. And after that, you give him sumptuous prasadam. Of course, giving garland, sandal space and everything. Then massage him when he wants to lie down, he want to rest. Massage him nicely, making always making comfortable. So that is his body. His body is being taken care of nicely. Whenever spiritual masters visit you, then you'll be feeling very elated. Or Maharajas, great Maharajas, senior Vaishnavas, they come to you. This is an opportunity for you to serve them. So the disciples will not waste time on this. will not miss that opportunity. Then, of course, there's a Vani Seva. Vani Seva means carry out the instruction of the spiritual master, understanding properly. Not just listen to him. Of course, listening is important. After listening, you have to act on that. Based on that, you have to meditate on whatever he has spoken. Meditate on that. Get absorbed on that. Get meditated on that. Understand, have a proper understanding, and based on the proper understanding, conduct your spiritual life accordingly, and follow the instructions. That is a seva. Then pariprashnena. Pariprashnena means, pariprashna means then you can have submissive inquiries. You cannot make a challenge. Sometimes you have some inclination or some idea of what you want to ask. And then just to test the spiritual master whether he knows something on that, you may pose a question to him, although you may be knowing the answer. This is trying to gauge the knowledge of the spiritual master. This is testing. Or sometimes you may be interested in getting an answer or reply which to your liking. This often happens. This thing happens almost frequently. You want a special reply. You have some likes, and accordingly, you will wish the spiritual master give an instruction which is suitable for your taste. Or else you will keep on asking him till he mentions that what you like. This you can see in ISKCON and other organizations also. The disciple, they want that get a special, particular reply from a particular desire from spiritual master, and he poses that questions to spiritual master till he gives a reply. So then they'll ask some irrelevant questions, which have absolutely nothing to do with spiritual life. Of course, anything in your material life which is which has relevance to your spiritual life, of course, you can definitely inquire from spiritual master how to handle that. So many questions when material life becomes very tough. You may have a very strict boss and all that, a hard task master, and then material life becomes very difficult, and then it may affect your spiritual life. Maybe because you have to spend more time in your working hours may get extended. So these kinds of problems, and then you may be places somewhere where prasadam will not be available. So many difficult situations may arise in your life. So for that, you can definitely look at the spiritual master. So basically two types of questions you can raise with the spiritual master. One is concerning Shastra and scriptures, whatever is teaching scriptures, and then on devotion service you can ask. Then Vaishnava etiquette is there. What are the Vaishnava etiquettes? You have to understand the Vaishnava etiquettes. Then your sadhana, what are difficulties you are facing when you are doing the sadhana. So these types of inquiries are very relevant. And the spiritual master will be very pleased with the nature of the inquiries. Spiritual master is pleased with the disciple with the nature of attitude, submissive attitude, and his relevant questions. Some disciples may be submissive, but their questioning may not be relevant. Some may be asking relevant questions, but his nature may not be very, very submissive. So the perfect disciple is one who is very, very submissive to spiritual master, has considered him as a soul and life. He considers him equally at par with Krishna, at the Supreme Lord. And then, since he is very Brahma Jitnyasa is there, he raises very relevant questions for his clarification with the spiritual master. So the relationship between the spiritual master and the disciple is based on gradation only. To the extent that the disciple is surrendered, the spiritual master likes him better. So all the disciples may not be in the same platform, may not be the same spirituality or consciousness. So ye yathamam pravadyante, that is relevant here also. Spiritual master has gradations of the students, of the disciples. So that is always there. And the spiritual master is very, very pleased when the student is totally surrendered and is abiding by the instructions 100%. Sometimes you follow the instructions of the spiritual master 90%, 80%, but some instances you may not follow. Some orders you may not follow. That you can see that is there everywhere. In the episode in a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, Tamala Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he was actually a very good book distributor. In olden times, when the ISKCON was first formed in 1965, 1966 in US, then the ISKCON started so many Sankirtan parties. In America, you'll find huge trucks, very, very big buses and all that. And Tamal Krishna Goswami was expert organizer of the Sankirtan parties. So through the length and breadth of America, he conducted Sankirtan party everywhere. So they became very, very popular. ISKCON in no time became very popular because of his Sankirtan. And they'll some 20, 30 devotees will get into a big truck and or a van also, bus and all that, carrying the musical instruments and carry the deities, Gaurnitai and some like that. And they'll go around the whole day and for days together in different parts. So that Sankirtan one became very, very popular in America. So ISKCON has had a great following. Then one day, Srila Prabhupada asked Tamal Krishna Goswami, Tamal, you do one thing, and next we go to China. You start preaching there. And Tamal Krishna Goswami is taken back. He said, no, how can I? This Sankirtan movement is going up like anything. There's a lot of response we are getting. So I would like to do this Sankirtan party. What I will do in going to China, I don't know the language and all that. So it's very difficult for me to preach in China. Please do not ask me to go to China. Let me continue my service here. Srila Prabhupada did not say anything at all. He did not respond. Then 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, Srila Prabhupada will not speak to him. Then the 3rd day, evening, he came back. Tamal Krishna Goswami came back and then prostrated himself before Srila Prabhupada and said, Srila Prabhupada, okay, Srila Prabhupada, I'll go to China. So this is a relationship between the spiritual master and the disciple. The spiritual master's order should be obeyed 100%, word for word. You cannot interpret the order. You cannot understand it on your own way or modify the order or try to bring some other science or scriptures and try to analyze this for your person, according to your personal whims. You have to execute it 100%, word for word, without interpretation. This is the nature of spiritual master's order. That is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto. There's a verse where Lord Brahma is very pleased with Kadava Muni. Kadava Muni, according to order of Brahma, he executed 10,000 years of tapasya to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And it was very successful. And Brahma became very happy with his disciple and said that, yes, you have honored me by carrying out my instruction. So in that verse, purport, Srila Prabhupada says, to honor the spiritual master means to carry out his order word for word. If you don't do that, and then you are not honoring spiritual master. So when that is there, when you are asking that relevant questions and Srila and that the spiritual master is pleased with him, then he says, Upadekshantite jnanam jnanina tato darshanam. The spiritual master is a realized person. He has realized Krishna, and he will give you the proper advice, the proper method, the route map, how to attain Krishna. He will hand over Krishna to you. when he's totally pleased with you. And then what happens? What happens when you are realized because of association spiritual master? That is given in verse 35. Yajñātva na punarmoham evam yasisi pandava yena bhutanya sheshani drichyasya minithomayi. Having obtained the real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never again fall into such illusion. For by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme, or in other words, they are mine. So Arjuna was previously in illusion. What is this illusion? He considers the relatives, his friends, his uncles, everybody who had gathered around as his cousins gather around in the battlefield are more closer to him than Krishna. He feels that they are part of him. He feels these cousins and relatives are my part. I am related to them, and they are intensely related to me. And therefore, to kill them will be very difficult for me. So this is the illusion Arjuna faced because of his bodily consciousness. When he related all these relatives in terms of his body. So this is illusion. Illusion means understanding things from a body concept. That is called material consciousness. Matter and material consciousness is different. Matter is energy from Krishna. This matter, Prakriti, is Krishna's energy only. And that is true, and that is eternal also. But when you have developed a material consciousness, in the nature that when you want to enjoy this matter according to your gunas, then this matter becomes material. In case of Arjuna, the matter is in the form of his relatives, friends, cousins, uncles, brothers, forefathers, grandfathers, everything. So he wants to have a nice relationship with them, friendly relationship with them, enjoy life with them. So this is bodily, and this is illusion. Since he has moved away from Krishna and developed an independent relationship with these people, he became attached to them and he became conditioned. And then he has fallen in illusion. Now, when he has gathered the real knowledge through the understanding instruction of Krishna, when he explained of Karma Yoga and through the spiritual master, Krishna is acting as spiritual master here. So, a person who is totally material, who is now attached to a spiritual master, modified spiritual master, after hearing instructions, after explanation of these scriptures, what Krishna has spoken, when he finally understands that he is not this body, that is soul only and part of Krishna, that factual understanding of Krishna, the highest understanding that we are part of Krishna and Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So part means, portion means for a person only. So Krishna is a Bhagavan, Supreme Lord, and you are part of Krishna means that is highest understanding. And a person who has reached that highest understanding is completely free from illusion, Maya. Maya means not this, not this. So this relationship which we are having with material matter is not proper. It's not a proper relationship with the matter. There should, of course, be a relationship. That is explained in the next line. There is always a relationship with the matter, with a living soul. There is a relationship, but not the way we are having at present. So in purport, Srila Prabhupada gives in details the understanding of Brahman, understanding of absolute truth by different spiritualists, especially mentions Mayavadi philosophers and all that. So Mayavadi philosophers, they find a person relationship, understanding the absolute truth of the person is very, very difficult for them to accept or understand. So that is because of the faulty knowledge, not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth. Because of that, because of the fear only, because of the fear that any body is matter only. So they cannot understand or they cannot conceive the idea of a transcendental body. And because of that, they lower the esteem of Krishna. They consider him only as a great personality only, who has also, like us, have accepted a material form and come over here to give us some instructions. But the Supreme is Brahman only. Brahman is indestructible. Brahman is we call without any adjectives, without any form, without any qualities. This is Supreme Brahman. That is understanding, which is not perfect. Perfect understanding is Krishna, understanding Krishna only. And when you have this perfect understanding, then naturally your understanding with the relationship other or your relationship with others also come into fall into line. Because when you feel that you are part of Krishna, then others automatically also become a part of Krishna only. Like Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Ashwatthama, Duryodhana, Dushasana, his own brothers, everybody. Every living entity is a part of Krishna. That means that eternal relationship with this established. So we have a relationship with these people present in Kurukshetra, but not from a bodily concept. That is why Yena Bhutanya Sheshani, if you understand the real truth of Krishna, then you understand that Yena Bhutanya Sheshani, all these living entities, starting from a very insignificant worm, glowworm, up to Brahma. So many 84 lakh species is there. Out of that, you have the 4 lakhs of men. Everything is there. And they're all Buddha, Ashesh, and the whole set of these living entities are my part. And they are spiritual in nature. So this perfect understanding, when you understand this, everything, everybody is related to Krishna, and I'm also related to Krishna. And so we are related to each other through Krishna. So it is proper for us to, every one of us, to worship Krishna only. So if you have this understanding, then you will not punarmom, will not go back to this old illusion, the bodily concept of relation. You will understand Drona, Krishna, Arjuna, Karna, Bhishma, everybody in the perspective, correct perspective, proper perspective, that they are also part of Krishna only. And their bodies may be annihilated. Doesn't mean that they'll be killed because they have an intense relationship. Everybody has having relationship with Krishna. Some are Samanmukha, some are Bahirmukha. Samanmukha means one is favorably facing Krishna. Bahirmukha means one is adversely facing Krishna. But there'll be the relationships is properly established now. So now Arjuna only has to do the karma yoga as instructed by Krishna, do his duty as a Kshatriya, and then realize that knowledge. So that is what is given. So now all the verses on 35, 36, 37, and 38 will all explain the benefit of this jnana. Yajnatva. So this knowledge is very pure. The proper knowledge when received from proper channel, from Guru Mukha. Guru Mukha Patma Vakya. Chitte Tegarya. It enters your heart. And then all this knowledge, ignorance is destroyed. And when you get this knowledge is burning, and next verse you'll find all those examples and similes you'll find about knowledge, purity of knowledge. So the benefits of knowledge will be described in this 35, 36, 37, and 38 verses. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Any clarification, further clarification need? No. You understood everything?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Right. Some people, some in the Malayalam class were asking, okay, we understand that, but the relationship with any family relationship is so strong. How can you overcome that? Some questions like they were asked. That's true also. You have to suppose, especially Madajis, they have an intense relationship with their husbands and children. So, how to overcome that? So, naturally, it's a good question, but gradually only you can understand this. Gradually only you can overcome that. So you need sadhana should be very strong, association be very strong. Then you will have a good relationship with the children and husband, but not in a material way, not in a bodily conscious way. Now you are understanding these husband and children to be a part of your body only, or have a relationship with your body. But when you are become mature, as you grow, advance more spiritually, then you will understand the spiritual proper way. Whether they understand it that way also, if they understand that way also, very nice. Then the family life will become very, very beautiful. But then you'll, if you are understanding properly, then the material attachment with them will not be there. You will only try to help them to advance spiritually by trying to give them prasadam and all that. That's why we are very important that you should make prasadam and give to your family members. That we are trying to help them. And then invite them, why don't you read Bhagavad Gita, why don't you chant, nicely tell them. And try to help them, bring them to the spiritual consciousness. So that way you are helping them. Then you are the material attachment, the fierce material attachment which have been there with us for so many lifetimes, that will be reduced. So at least you will have a comfortable consciousness. Right. Thank you very much. Okay, Snigdhamaji, can write the...
Okay, Prabhuji. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladadayini. Hiranya Purvakshaha. Shrilatankanakhalai. To Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Bahir Narsimha Hridayir Narsimha. Narsimha Madi Sharanam Prapadi. Tabakara Kamala Pare Nakham Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanabhrangam Keshavadhrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Narsimhadev 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 Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Narahari 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 Jaya Narahari Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Ugrang Birang Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narsingham Vishanam Namyaham Ugrang Birang Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narsingham Vishanam Bhadrang Mrityu Mrityu Singham Bhisham Bhadrang Mrityu Mrityu Namamyaham Jai Nursingha Sri Nursingha Jai 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 Sri Nursingha Praladesa Jaya Sri Nursingha Jai Jai Sri Nursingha Praladesa Jaya विघ्न विनाशक नृसिंह भगवान की जय।
Jai. Thank you. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णवस्य जय श्री कृष्ण।